What is going on, wrestling fans? It is I, Steve Fall, and welcome to the show. On today's edition, I'm talking to Jazzy Yang. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I am doing great. This is our second time talking. Your father has attacked me many times. No, I love Jimmy Wang Yang, but today we're talking about you, not him. But MLW has an anniversary show coming up, June 22nd. The entire card is stacked, and you are on it in an outstanding triple threat match. Tell me your experience so far with MLW, because they are climbing the ranks of the wrestling world right now.
Yeah, so my dad was on their very first shows and they started in 2003 and that was the year I was born. So it's kind of crazy that's he did the first one in 2003. Now I'm doing one 21 years later.
Wow.
Crazy. And yeah, it was really cool. It was it was at Center Stage in Atlanta. It sold out so quick that even my friends in Atlanta, they're like, "Oh, I want to go," and I was like, "Well, it's sold out, so guess you gotta wait till it comes out." But
Right.
everything was cool. All the people were nice. It was very professional. I loved it.
Oh man. And recently MLW has put on another free show. And people are very interested in this because celebrities are now involved with MLW. Paul Walter Hauser, you have your father, Matt Riddle was there. It's MLW, if you look at the history, has created so many stars. It's incredible. The list is just a Hall of Famers. It's just insane. And now you're here again. This will be airing June 22nd, and obviously we don't want to give away too much here, but at the
Yeah.
same time, the match itself, when do you think you'll be more involved with the women's championship belt after this encounter airs?
I'm hoping as soon as possible. I can fight Janai Kai anytime, anywhere. I just gotta wait on her to let me have that opportunity. But yeah, I just gotta work my way up. It was my first match, so hopefully I get there soon. Go through all the cards and get to her.
Right.
Yeah.
And you've been in tag team matches with your father as well. And when you're in the match with your father, for instance, when I see my little girl right now, she's 1.5 walking up the stairs, she's about to fall. I'm like, no, I go to catch her. But there you are on the ring, your dad's on the outside. Is it strange for you? It's not like a tag team partner, it's also your dad. How do you feel about that dynamic of how do you separate that?
I don't know. It's for me, it's normal because I've always grown up with him. I don't know anything else but that.
Mhm.
But it can be kind of weird because he's my coach at the same time, but also my dad. And for him being coach, he coaches other people too, so he'll coach everybody else. And then when it's me, I'll be like, "Dad, stop!" Sometimes, you know. But people he's coaching will never say that. But since he's my dad, there's a little bit of that. And then I know he says he feels the bumps way more when it's me, but that's how he
Yeah.
feels about it.
Yeah, I bet. I bet. When you're getting slammed down, I bet his back hurts too.
Yeah. And then it's also I feel like I have a protector with me because on the independent scene or even in the wrestling scene or even just as a woman traveling the world, shout out to all the girls who do it alone, but it's kind of hard to and kind of scary to go out on your own and be in random countries with a bunch of random different people. But since I have my dad, I know he's always got my back, so I never have to worry about that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's good. We should have this on Father's Day. But
Yeah.
when you're with your father out, there in the world, where is the strangest place that you've been? Where you're like, I don't know, we should be here right now.
Hmm. I went to Amarillo, Texas, actually, and it was pretty not a lot going on out there.
Oh
But
my.
yeah, that was. But we got to see the Terry Punk mural, and that's about it. That's all they got out there. It's what is it? Desolate. That's the word. It's just nothing.
Just nothing out there, huh?
Yeah. No.
Oh my God. Well, growing up too in the wrestling business, when you're growing up, who's coming? Is anyone coming to your house? You're watching TV, you see your dad on television, and then come through your front door is like CM Punk. And you're like, oh my God, what is CM Punk doing in my living room? Has that ever happened to you?
So actually, Mark Henry used to live in Cincinnati, by us. So me and his son used to hang out a lot, and our dads would take us to Dave and Buster's and stuff. I remember eating at IHOP all the time, stuff like this. So he was actually at MLW, so I got to see him. I was like, "You remember me?" And he was like, "What? Oh my gosh! Last time I saw you, you were so tiny. Now
Oh
you're
man.
21." So
Now, what did you know about that Mark Henry situation? Because it seemed like nobody in the world knew that Mark Henry was going to be there. Were you aware?
no, I had no idea until I got there, and I'm just like, I walk out to see the ring, and then he's sitting there. I'm like, "Wait, no way!" I was like, I'm crazy." I was like, "No." And then I was like, "Wait a minute," and then I said hi, and I was like, "Oh crap, that's crazy." And there was a lot of people that just started showing up, like even Ernest the Cat Miller was there, Matt Riddle. Everybody just starts popping up, and all the like a bunch of old Japanese wrestlers. Everybody was there. It's crazy.
Teddy Long was also there as
Teddy Long,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing to think because you're telling me you show up for work, Mark Henry's just chilling in the ring versus
Yeah.
because it feels like if that was the case, someone easily could have went on their phone and been like,
Yeah.
"Hey, Mark Henry's here." I didn't see that anywhere. That did not leak
Yeah.
until Mark Henry walked out. So that's massively impressive. It was there like a veto, some sort of rule, like, "Hey, keep your mouth shut, let it air."
No, I didn't even there was no rules. No one said anything. It was just like, "Oh, whoa, there's all him there, Teddy Long, just like everybody." Like you didn't know who was gonna be there until you got there.
Wow. So, all right. MLW knows how to keep a secret. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Because, boy, if he's just chilling in the ring, that'd be like when the Survivor Series CM Punk showed up and it's like he's just chilling in the ring beforehand. Well, I think that would have gotten out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I think that would have happened definitely. But when you tag team with your dad, though, is there a situation with you in intergender wrestling? Because some people are like, yeah, what's wrong with intergender wrestling? Other people like, how could this even be a thing? Like, obviously, where do you stand on that? And why do you feel like people are so offended by it?
For me, I guess it's all everyone's opinions. For me, if I'm wrestling a guy, if it ends up in that situation, I never want them to punch me or like kick me in the face. I actually had to wrestle my boyfriend one time because my opponent didn't show up, but we made sure like I don't want a video of my boyfriend punching me in the face out there. That's just I don't know. I just don't want that out there.
Yeah.
But like still like pro wrestling stuff is great. Like it's very competitive. You can do a lot of more stuff and go at it, which is great. But yeah, I just don't want a video of my boyfriend punching me in the face out there. That's it. That's just all.
That's wise. Very wise to not
Yeah.
put your boyfriend in that situation of, well, this is predetermined, right? Yeah, but what if he slipped and really punched you in the face? And then
Yeah.
I'm just throwing out crazy scenarios. Say you break up. And we're not saying you're
Yeah.
gonna. So you break up. Well, now the video is out, and people are like, yeah, I think he purposely punched her. They were gonna break up
Yeah.
anyways.
And then it's like, I know, he knows, my dad knows, but the rest of the family, they wouldn't get it. And it's like going to Thanksgiving, it's like, your boy, my nana or my grandma, like, what? Your boyfriend punched you in the face? I'm like, no.
And we were paid to do that. It was
Yeah,
fine.
it's like,
Come on. Come on, grandma. That's interesting. So clearly you're on the side of you don't have you're not against intergender wrestling.
yeah, I'm not against it. I just don't want a video of a guy punching me in the face out there.
Well, so okay. So then the scenario breaks down, I guess, a little bit is intergender wrestling when I've seen other matches, women have been punched in the face.
A lot.
Now,
It's
a
like
lot. Oh
TP,
yeah. Like Candice LeRae, I love to pieces. If you go look her up on Google and look at matches, there's a lot
yeah,
of matches of her being punched in the face.
yeah.
But, I guess it wasn't her boyfriend.
Yeah. I've seen a bunch of them, and then sometimes, like, they just start even, like, when they slap each other back and forth, like, the dude and the guy and the girl, like, then he just starts going off on her. I'm like, "Does that look right?"
Right.
Sometimes, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's true because it's like if you're ever in a domestic abusive relationship, you're not going to suplex someone. You're going to slap
Yeah.
them, punch them, kick them. So I get
Yeah.
what you're talking about because suddenly I'm not going to get you in a submission hold, like a sleeper hold.
Yeah.
Most likely it's a punch and kick face. Yeah, I see where you're at. I'm picking up what you're putting
Yeah.
down. You worked with NWA before and in tag team competition as well, but right now, after 800 something days, Camille was the NWA Women's Champion. She lost to Kenzie Page. and Kenzie Page is holding down the fort in NWA. Has there been discussions of you and Kenzie having a program, a big match? Because it feels like it just makes sense.
Not yet. I actually wrestle Kylie next week. Saturday, June 15th. I wrestle her, so hopefully that'll lead to wrestling Kenzie. I've wrestled Kylie once before, but it was a tag match with my dad. So hopefully Kylie, then when I beat her, I can go straight to Kenzie for that title.
Right, because the tag team match is completely different from a one-on-one for a championship with a program with multiple layers of stories. I just feel like that would be perfect for you because, there's so many organizations right now. Because when I interviewed your dad a few weeks ago, we talked about how Triple H invented the Flying Elvis's gimmick he used in TNA in the first episode back in 2002, 2003-ish. So it would make sense also for you to show up because right now we have this, I don't know if it's called the Forbidden Door or the Portal, where Jordan Grace from TNA is in WWE fighting NXT people. Like that to me makes sense for you and your dad to pop up in TNA. And again, what discussions are there with you and other companies? Like where is the next step? Like where are you going?
I'm not sure yet. Just whoever's willing to pay me enough money to do it, I guess. But I want to travel the world first. I want to go back to Japan, really. Like, I love Japan. I want to go back over there, live there for 3 months. I'm actually going to Puerto Rico soon. So I'm gonna go wrestle over there. That's gonna stay there for 2 weeks. I want to get to Mexico. I just want to travel the whole world first, and then maybe do go into like NXT. I would love to be in NXT. That's like my number one that I enjoy watching because I get to see all the girls. The girls get so much time. I love the stories and character development they have on there. So that's like my goal right now, NXT.
Yeah. Who do you have your eye on in NXT? Because right now, everyone, like you said, the women, I think, are outperforming the men.
Ariana Grace.
Yes.
I love Ariana Grace. Yeah. I love her.
Oh, man. Brilliant. What a character. What a character. And I think that's what jumps out. Is like for so long with NXT women's wrestling right now, like everyone I feel like has they know who they are. I am this character, I am this person, this is what this person would say. Versus before it was like we're all just good wrestlers and that's what we are. Like right now we're like nothing against anyone who's done anything in the business, but wow.
And they have like time to show their character. All the promos and vignettes they get is great.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So after MLW and a second anniversary show airs June 22nd, what's next? Where can we see you next?
I'm going to Puerto Rico. I'm going to be on WWC. I think July. So it's like, end of June, beginning of July, somewhere around there. And then I got a lot of shows coming up. I got Classic City Wrestling in Athens, Georgia. That's always a great show. It's fun. It's in the college town. It's in a bar. They have like a rock band concert at like in between. So we wrestled in the rock band concerts and wrestle. It's great. I love that show. So, yeah.
Wow. Now that sounds awesome.
Yeah, those are great. If I like anyone that comes to visit me in Georgia, I'm like, oh, you got to come and watch this show.
Man, because I went to AEW Double or Nothing in Las Vegas recently, and they played music like the whole main event, and it was so much fun. I was like, wow, this adds something completely different. I never thought I'd enjoy watching wrestling with people blasting rock and roll music.
Yeah, live music makes it so much like electric. It makes it like electric in the building.
Yes, and before we wrap this up, your entrance music that I have recently come in contact with. Let me ask a question. Where was this created? How was this created? Because I was listening to it and I was like, this shit's good.
Yeah, so normally I would come out to K-pop songs, Blackpink, Pink Venom, and then MLW asked me, they're like, oh, we need royalty-free music. And I was like, oh, I gotta find royalty-free music, and K-pop music you can't find anywhere, and everything's just a bad instrumental something. But then my dad has a old friend from high school that has a band and he makes beats, so my dad got a beat from him, and then my dad trains another guy named A-Town Supreme, and he also raps too. He has a lot of songs, so my dad was like, let's see what we can do. He sends him the beat, raps a song, sends it back in like by that night, and it's just how it is. It's just like perfect, and then they put it together, and that was my music. I got it like 3 days before MLW.
Wow. Yeah, it was good. I listened to it and I was like, damn, like this sounds like it's on the radio. So,
Yeah.
you know, good stuff.
They
Good
want me
stuff
to sing
there.
on it too, but I can't sing.
Yeah, you're off the record. We'll say as I'm recording this off the record, your dad's like, can you rap this? And I said, I'm sorry, what? And he's like, can you rap this song in your style, Steve style? And I was like, what is Steve style? And then it was, no, I can't rap. Like, are you kidding me? You think I can rap?
Yeah, they
Nah.
want me to sing. I know, like I gotta add like some Korean to it because it should be like a little bit K-poppy, but I can't sing. It's not gonna. It doesn't sound good in English. It's not gonna sound good in Korean.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, they could add a lot of auto tune. They're like, we can do auto tune. I'm like, I
You can
don't
fix it
know,
with
but
auto-tune?
maybe,
That's
maybe,
amazing.
hopefully.
Hopefully, well, maybe I'll rap on it later. No, I won't. That won't happen. But
Facts.
But honestly, Jazzy, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and feelings today about MLW. Again, the 2-hour anniversary special is June 22nd, triple threat match. You are being showcased in an awesome match with so many other people on the card. So it's going to be exciting, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. Enjoy Puerto Rico.
Hey, thank
And
you.
and everyone out there, especially you, wish your father a happy Father's Day coming up, because I'm a dad and I better get a good gift. But I'm spoiler alert,
Yeah.
I'm probably not gonna.
My dad doesn't like gifts, but I get him Reese's.
He doesn't
He's
like
like, I don't
gifts.
want anything. I don't want anything, but I always get him like some Reese's because he loves Reese's.
I'm gonna send him a gift now, just to piss him off. Well, Jazzy, thank you so much for being here. I'm Steve Fall. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.